Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Fight Break. And today, well, since we have a new Capcom fighting collection coming out, or maybe at the time of this video's recording it's probably already out, but who knows. That is the Capcom Fighting Collection Volume 2. Excuse me, and apologies, but I have a cough drop. Well, uh, I have a cough drop in my mouth, so apologies. But yeah, Capcom versus SNK. Well, specifically, Capcom versus SNK Pro. For the Dreamcast, it was also brought out in the arcades, and we also got a PlayStation 1 port that was also brought here. But for the Dreamcast, we here in America didn't get it. It was a Japan only. My guess because in Japan you were able to play against people online, which was cool.
Capcom versus
All right, so
SNK.
what's the story? And yes, there is a story behind this game. Well, apparently, two wealthy families, the the Garcia family and the Masters family, held a gala event in the year 2000, by the way. And they figured, and they get this idea to host a tournament where they bring out the world's strongest fighters and have them compete. And well, that's where we are today. So, as I mentioned, I'm playing the pro version, which means some extra moves were added to characters. Two new characters were put in. Well, if you've seen the cover, it doesn't matter. I think it either. No. If you've seen the Japanese cover for Capcom vs SNK Pro, you'll see that there's two characters that weren't in the first release: Joe Higashi and Dan Hibiki. So yeah. So yeah, network mode, which allowed you to play online. Though it's weird. Yeah, the original PlayStation didn't have a any network peripheral. The Dreamcast did, so why couldn't we get that? I mean, if they were able to release Phantasy Star Online, which you needed a modem that was hooked up to the Dreamcast, then why couldn't we get other games? I know that there probably have been some, but why not these games? Well, the ones by Capcom, because if you recall, it was either in my Project Justice Fight Break episode or one of my Power Stone episodes on Fight Break. I mentioned that Capcom had a lot of love for the Dreamcast. That a lot of Capcom games, well, specifically, more fighting games and a few shooting games like Cannon Spike were released for the Dreamcast. We even got some. However, there was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo for the Dreamcast that had online play. So why didn't we get it? Oh well. Let's go into the button configuration first and check out our buttons. Our triggers are light kick and strong kick. Sorry, it's kind of hard to tell, because for the Dreamcast control, okay. So the left trigger is the low kick and high kick together, and no, yeah. Yeah, it's completely difficult to know. You know what? Let's add vibration into it, because okay, so the left is for the both punch buttons, and the right trigger is for the two kicks. So let's exit here, and also keep in mind that this is the Japanese version. However, there is a fan translation of this game on the Dreamcast, but unfortunately it's in GDI format, and that thing is too big, almost a gig. Yeah. Alright, so this intro has gone way too long, so let's get started. I apologize. You know, I just can't help it with these introductions. So let's go to arcade mode. You have the Capcom groove. You have basically it's the 3-level system. I'm gonna go with the SNK groove, since I've always been a huge fan of SNK. Alright, so keep in mind you have to be careful with the characters you pick, because we're in the ratio system. So we have ratio 1 characters that all you need is just 1. Ratio 2, well, they take up 2 spots, and of course ratio 3, you're only allowed like 2 characters. Like, so they have some of the, and then you have ratio 4, which you have some of the strongest characters. I guess I can go with Evil Ryu, since I only need is just 1 character. I'm not gonna bother with a lot of characters. Yeah, basically the ratio, well, it's gonna get changed for Capcom vs SNK 2, which we'll get later on. My only complaint is basically, why no human announcers? I mean, I don't mind AI, well, like a robot. I don't mind AI stuff, but the only thing I'm glad is that later on that there will be some actual announcers. Oop. But I must admit, the improved graphics are mighty impressive. Oop. Oop. Come on. So yeah, my first introduction to the Capcom vs SNK series was in the arcade, actually. Well, specifically through its second game, which was Mark of the Millennium 2001, which in Japan it was known as Millionaire Fighting. Alright, so I get I gotta fight 3 opponents since they're at ratio 1. Alright, here we go. I think Vice is ratio 1, and I think Guile, in my opinion, has to be ratio 2. And there you see in the background, we have a few Capcom and SNK characters. I think there's Edge from Rival Schools there, and there we see Takuma. I'm surprised they didn't put him in there. He's a strong fighter. I mean, I know that they put no, not Robert. They never put him in there. They only mention it since for this game he and Ken were the ones responsible for hosting this tournament, and Ken is in here, but not Robert. I wonder why. Alright, there we go. I knew it. Guile is second ratio, so yeah. And depending on their strength. Oop. One thing I'm surprised is that I'm not getting any super meter, which is weird. And also, you get this GPS thing or groove point system. Depending on the attacks you do, you get points. The higher your score, it depends on your opponent. Who's it gonna be? Like if your score is low, I think you fight you fight geese or okay, so there are 3 final bosses depending on your score. You fight either bison, geese, or akuma. And that depends on your score. Alright, so next up is Chun-Li. And she is ratio 2, while I am a ratio 4. The highest rank, since Ryu has a lot of attack power, but if I remember correctly, Evil Ryu should have the same stats as Akuma. They can hit hard, but they just can't take the pain. Yeah, since their defense is kind of poor. Alright, all of them are ratio 1 fighters. We have Blanca, Sakura, Joe, and Benimaru. I think we're going into the final fight area. Alright, here we go. If I remember correctly, there was an option to change the music. And for some reason, I don't hear any music at all. None whatsoever. And yeah, I apologize for the health bar looking all weird. So yeah, they do give you an option to change the music. Because if you were here in this stage, it would have played the final fight music. I think it does give you the option to change the music. If there is, cool, I'll show a demonstration. Alright, so we get... next up is Joe Higashi from Fatal Fury. So yeah, most of the Street Fighter characters are from Street Fighter to Street Fighter Alpha. Oop. As you can see, I'm not getting a lot of I'm not getting hardly any power meter in my power meter. Like any power in my power meter. Alright, last opponent. Benimaru from the King of Fighters made his debut in KOF 94. Alright. In my opinion, I think they should have put him at ratio 2. He is a strong fighter. Joe, Joe, I don't know why they put him in ratio 1. Alright, we're done here. Who's next? Who's gonna be? Oh boy. Dan and Sagat. Dan is ratio 1 while Sagat is ratio 2? No, 3, I think. Alright, here we go. Dan is ratio 1 and Sagat must be ratio 3 since he is like a boss, mid-boss level. This. And Shoryuken. 2, 3, hit, special move, finish. But yeah, it's weird. For all ratio 4 characters, or I think I see EX. That might have been it. Oh, or maybe I'm supposed to charge up here. Wait. Ow. But yeah, not all characters get a change in sprites. As you can see, some of the characters are ripped right out of Street Fighter Alpha. Oh, okay, so that's what it was. It was the charge up meter. The EX is the charge up meter. I forgot. Alright, so now I know why. Alright, so I guess now I can figure out. Oh, it's geese. Goose. Alright. Yeah, there's a reason why you're not hearing Geese's music. Yeah. How do I charge again? There it goes. Okay. Gotta hold. I gotta hold. There we go. Oop. Okay, so it's the charge up meter. So I have to hold and he dodged it. Eat this. Ow. Countered attack. That. Yeah, keep in mind that it is stereo, by the way. Oh, thank you. Oop. Counter. Oop, no. Oh, he countered me. Oh, wow. That was awesome. He countered me. You know what? This ain't over yet. No way. Geese is going down. Okay, so this one is the actual meter system. This one where you actually have to charge up. Later on, they'll add more mechanics. They'll add more mechanics in Capcom vs. SNK 2. Alright. Rematch. We ain't done yet. No way, Jose. I will take you down. Huh. So yeah, normally, okay, so normally, the button layout is kind of similar to that of Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, because no, I'm sorry, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because the third button will be to call out your assist character, but here in Capcom vs. SNK, you only get 4 buttons, one for your light attacks and the other for your strong attacks. And we're done here. Oh, we're not done yet. Oh, yes. And I'm stuck with this amount of health left. Yeah. No. Ooh, that was close there. No. And ooh, that was close. And I keep forgetting that whenever I'm in low health, I can do the super moves as much as I want. And down goes Geese. So yeah, that's how the mechanic works for the charge up system. You can only do your super moves when that meter is up. However, when your health is low or flashing, you're able to use your super move as many times as you want. However, when you charge it up, your super move does double damage. So yeah, basically, for Geese's story, is basically kind of the same as in Fatal Fury. But, spoiler warning, he survives. So, he's fine. Alright, so let me demonstrate. Well, if the option is there, cool. Because I know the PS1 version actually had it. But I'm not sure if the Dreamcast version had it. So, let's see and find out. Let's go to the option menu. And head for game option. And I better keep it in mono. I knew it! I knew it. Okay, so... Okay. Okay, so yeah, there's also the run and dash option. So I'm just gonna go for the running, which is it's always been helpful. And the difficulty was at 2? Oh wow. I did not change anything, by the way. Alright, so let's head towards the training mode and see if I'm right. Let's see, I hope y'all can hear it. Let's go for this street level here. Turbo. Go to SNK. Evil Ryu. I mean, yeah, no, Evil Iori. Evil Iori. So who's gonna be my guinea pig? I guess it's gonna be... Dan. Alright. Let's see if I'm right about this. Alright. Yep, knew it. You hear the first level music from the first Final Fight game. Eat this. Oops. Eat this. So yeah, this is Orochi Iori. Made his first appearance in King of Fighters 97. However, story-wise, basically, the only in KOF 97, if you pick a team that's not story-driven, well, that's you know, that's just that. How should I put this? If you were playing in actual canonical team, you'd face evil. I'm sorry, Orochi Leona. However, if you're not playing a story-based so if you weren't playing a story-based team, then you fight Evil Iori. Well, Orochi Iori. I know he had another move too. Nope. Let me check the move list. Ah, okay. Let me switch this to in the red at max as usual. Nope. Continue. Watch this. Come on. So yeah, you hear the final fight music. All right. Let's head back towards the training menu and character change. And I guess we can do one more. Let's try... Okay, if I remember correctly, the train stage had the Terry Bogard song from Fatal Fury 2. I forgot which one did this one have. Let's see. Let's go with Hyo and Iori. Let's see which one had the which music was this? Yeah, that was their that was their 1998 intro, and we hear Toto's music from Art of Fighting. Uh, come on, there we go. I like doing that combo a lot. All right, so yeah, uh, depending on the music, depending on the stage, it has its own Capcom track or SNK track. However, if the music is set to normal, you get generic music. Alright, so I guess I'll call it an episode here. So thank you for tuning in on this episode of Fight Break, and can't wait for the collection to come out. It's gonna have a lot more games. Even Project Justice, a game that was only released in the arcade and on the Dreamcast. There was no collection for Rival Schools ever. But I'm surprised we didn't. I'm surprised they didn't add the first game into the mix, but only its sequel. Well, I guess what you see is what you get. So, until then, everyone, take care and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and share with all your family and friends. If you're enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to click that bell to receive notifications for new videos. Take care, and God bless.